Saturday, notary educators. This is Kimmi, number one notary educator. What's up? What's up? Are we working on a Saturday? Hey, good morning. On my way to hit these notary streets. So I thought I would take you with me this morning. Let YouTube do what it does. We want to welcome everyone that will watch the replay, those who will listen to the podcast. For those of you who may be completely new here, I am a notary educator. I teach notaries nationwide how to have confidence, how to do their notarial duties, how to add additional streams of income, how to turn their stamp into cash. Lisa, what's up? How you doing, Lisa? Girl, I'm up early this morning hitting these streets. So I got to go out there. This apostille I've been talking about for the last few days. And anybody been doing this for a while, you already know some jobs goes into weeks. So this is one of those. Well, it's going into a week now. I've been talking about this apostille. So it's finally happening. I'm going out there today to get the affidavit signed. And then Monday I'll take it so it'll be 2 weeks. And then Monday I'll take it to the apostille office and I got to get it back to my client. So are you guys open on Saturday? For all my people that say the market is oversaturated. The market is oversaturated. It's not oversaturated if you work. If you get out here and do the work, it's not oversaturated. I bet a lot of notaries aren't open today. Are you open today? Saturday morning? About to go get it. And it's funny because I don't have to pick this up from my client. I offered to, because I didn't know where she lived at. But I have to make an errand out her way. So I asked her, I said, hey, where do you live at? I might could pick it up from you. Because she's always coming from work. And I know she is so tired. I'm tired too. But I didn't mind offering. Lisa says, good, good. I see you on the move bright and early. Yes. Yes, it's bright and early. It's 10:30 actually. So we decided we're going to get some breakfast. And I'll pick up my apostille. And not the apostille, but I'm doing the affidavit this morning. So let's talk about a little bit about the market being oversaturated. Okay, the market is not oversaturated. People like Lisa, and I'm not just saying that because she's in mentorship. Lisa's a hard worker, for real. She get it before work. She get it in after work. She do what she has to do. And I really respect that. I really do. I too am one of those people. I'm gonna get it done. I tell y'all all the time when I did work my job, my W-2 at the hospital, I had my earbuds in my ear, and your girl be making appointments, moving and shaking. If I couldn't do the job, I got somebody else who can do it. Matter of fact, 2 stories for y'all really quick. How important it is to advertise and for everybody to know you're a notary. So a friend of mine, he calls the other day. He was like, hey, I need a notary. I said, okay. And I said, thank you for thinking of us. He said, how could I not think of you? You are everywhere. You all over Instagram, Facebook. Every time I turn on anything, you're there. And I was like, yes. And I've known him for years, right? Never needed anything. But when he needed a notary, who did he think of, right? So that's how I want it to be for you. I don't know about my lighting. That's how I want it to be for you, though. When somebody think of a notary, if they even think notary, I want your name to come to their head. I want them saying, oh, yeah, that's right. Kim is a notary. That's right. Sue Ann is a notary, right? Sue Ann. Whatever. Okay? Mark, John. I want your name inserted in that sentence. Oh, yeah, call such and such. So sometimes I have a running joke with my friends, though. I'm like, some people think they're doing me a favor by calling me and they don't want to pay. I'm not saying they don't want to pay, but sometimes I feel guilty about charging them, so I can't blame them. But I'm like, I know that person ain't got no money. And I'm not going to charge them what I would charge a regular client. So let me show y'all my little rose bushes right quick, because they just look so pretty. The reason I'm showing them to you is me and my mom would sit out here before I lost her. And during COVID, this was our little hangout. And they would not blossom that often. And me and her would have a running joke, like, where are the flowers? We would see them once, like now, and then we wouldn't see them again. So after I lost her, that was in February. That October, which is October now, they blossomed. I mean, every single one of them blossomed, and it just made me think about my mom. That's all. I thought I would share that this morning. So it's not all bad. I mean, I was just thinking about her. I was looking at some pictures in there earlier too. I think that's what made me reflect on her when I just came out here. But anyway, I digress. So, are you the go-to notary in your area? And if not, if you are not, how can you be? Let's talk about that. How can you be the go-to notary? First of all, extend your hours. Extend your hours. I work typically 11 to 8. Okay. If you can work before 11, before 9, when the banks are open, put that on your Google page. Okay. Extend your hours. That's the first way you can get more money. At one time, I was closing at 5, and my niece, Alexis, the other trainer, she was like, Auntie, you leaving money on the table. You leaving a lot of money on the table. Nurses get off at 7. She said, I get so many jobs at 7 o'clock. I said, for real? She was like, yeah. 7 o'clock. So I extended my hours. I'm live, Jeff. I extended my hours to 8 o'clock. Sure enough, I started getting more business. So if you find you're not getting the business you want, make some adjustments. Another tip is extend your reach. Sometimes I only want to drive, within a 30-mile radius, but let me have a bill to pay. You don't think I'll take a job in Atlanta? I'll go out to Decula. Those are like 45 minutes. Beaufort, I'll drive further. Another way, tip number 2, to expand your business, to get more of the business. We got to have some flexibility, people. Everything is not going to be perfect for us. Okay? Everything is not going to be perfect. So extend your hours, extend your radius where you're willing to drive. Even the type of assignment, number 3. The type of assignment. I may prefer doing general notary work. I may prefer doing apostilles, right? But I don't have any today. So am I not going to take a field inspection job? Yeah, I am. So, those are some great tips right there, right? I got this camera in my hand trying to open this door. Hold on, y'all. Jeffrey, can you talk a little bit? Can you get the door for me? So those are some tips if you really want to grow your business. Thank you, Manwar. Because I had so much stuff in my hands and this camera. Hold on. Okay. All right, let's go. So anyway, like I was saying, so extend your hours. Extend your radius, where you want to drive to. Again, I may not always want to go to Atlanta, right? But I'm looking at the numbers. I'm looking, did I meet my goal for the month? Did I meet my goal for the week? And then if I get a notification for a job in Atlanta, let's go. Decatur, let's go. Okay, so that's another way. Signing up with more companies. You may have 2 or 3 that are your favorites, but maybe they're not sending you any work right now. Okay, so that's another way. I hope y'all are taking notes. Sign up with some more companies. I might have my 3 or 4 favorites that I like. You want to go do your place first, Jeff? Or what you want to do? Okay, that way I can continue my live and then we can go do the apostille and stuff. That's good? Okay. So that's another tip. Do y'all have some more tips on how to get more business? Get out there, market, talk to more people. Oh no, babe, I'll get a strike. Maybe. YouTube is very funny about that music, y'all. So I gotta make sure we're not playing no music in the background. Yeah, I'm sure you've heard other people say that. So yeah, I don't play about meeting my goal, okay? So again, I may not always want to do something. Like, I don't mind working on the weekends because y'all know I like working on the weekends. But, you want to say good morning?
Morning, everybody. How y'all doing?
So anyway, those are some more tips. So I mean, I always want to work on the weekends, right? But I do. I work holidays. That's another way to extend your business, expand your business, rather, expand. And also, that's another way to work with new companies. A lot of times on holidays, and I didn't realize it is a holiday coming up on Monday. What did you say it was? What holiday? Columbus Day. Because I used to work at the bank, so I got all those holidays, right? Your girl knew every single one. Columbus Day is on Monday, so this is a good time, and everybody's not closed on Monday. So if you're off on Monday and you're one of those people, I can never get any signings. Are you open on Monday? Are you taking signings on Monday? It may not be your preferred day. You want to sleep in like everybody else, eat pancakes and waffles and stuff, right? But you might need to be out there trying to get a job. Get your name out there, because a lot of the seasoned notaries are not going to be working on Monday. Okay? Now, I'm seasoned, but I'm going to be working on Monday because I'm not going anywhere. Oh, my goodness. Can I take the Apostille on Monday? I just thought about it. Oh, I got to see if they're open on Monday. Yeah. Does anyone know if they're open on Monday here in Georgia? Hey, you got the heat on? Yeah, are they open on Monday? I have to check that, because I have this Apostille I'm telling you about, and I have to take it, so I need to see if they're open on Monday. Let me see. I'm trying to make sure the light is good for y'all. That might be a little better. So anyway, oh, his call is coming through here. Oh, okay. Sorry, y'all. This is live. But anyway, yes, I need to check and see if they're even open on Monday, because I was getting ready to take this Apostille on Monday, the one I'm working on. So I was going to show y'all the document. Hold on. So what we ended up doing, I was telling you about the one for the school transcript, but it's a GED, so it works differently. So we typed up, I typed this up. Now, I don't encourage you to prepare a lot of documents, and I don't prepare a lot either, okay? Just FYI, because I know somebody gonna get in my comments and say, Kimmi, we don't prepare documents. Well, I actually do have special bonding here in Georgia where I can do immigration documents and do documents. So, but I don't do a lot, though. I would never prepare someone's power of attorney. I would never prepare someone's will, those kind of things, because I don't want to be caught in on that, right? If they ever had to question it. And it does happen. Attorneys will call you later and say, who was the notary on file? Who were the witnesses? Who prepared this, right? So I'm not getting into all that, but this is just a simple affidavit. I prepared it for her, and I was going to try to use the affidavit that's on the Georgia website, but I'll show you the affidavit. Hold on. Let me see. Can I show y'all at a distance? I prepared the affidavit for her. Let's see. Really quick. There you go. See, I prepared it. And I'm using this big old envelope because I got a whole bunch of these. Someone gifted these to me. So I'm getting rid of those first, okay? I got some little ones, but I pay for those, and somebody gifted me like a couple hundred of the legal size. So sometimes when I can get rid of them, I do. So that's what I'm going to use for her documents today. Anyway, I was trying to edit the form for the Georgia affidavit that's actually on the notary website, but I could not get it to be editable the way I wanted it to look. So I said, well, all right, I'll just retype it. So I actually put everything in chat. I put chat GPT. I put everything in there I wanted it to say, and chat prepared the document. So that's why I didn't charge her a lot either. Plus, she was repeat. This is my third apostille I'm doing for her. Remember, I did two. One of them wasn't accepted, so now we're doing a redo. I did charge her full price on the apostille, but I didn't charge her for the document. I probably would have normally charged about $50 for that document, but I didn't charge her for the document again because she was repeat. So let's read these comments. What's up? What's up? Are we all on open today? Lisa is saying, I'm open before the banks, LOL. I start at 5 a.m. Get it, Lisa. Lisa, I looked at your website for some reason yesterday. Looking amazing, girl. Looking amazing. I love the little videos. I'm like, look at Lisa. Yes, I love those little videos. I do. You are really doing your thing. Actually, we have several in our group that are tearing up social media. I'm like, get it, ladies. get it. Y'all doing amazing. So let's see here. Hey, Robin. What's up, Robin? Hi, Fred. Fred is saying, I have an active Florida commission and Ron and never used it. Fred, why not? Fred says, I just collect stuff when I see other people doing stuff. Well, Fred, we want you to start collecting money like other people are collecting. How about that? Okay, we are not just collecting items, okay? We're not just collecting notary stamps and collecting our journal, collecting supplies. Actually, you're not by yourself. It's a lot of people, though, for real. They out there just collecting stuff, information. Let's put that information to use. And right now, for real, with this government shutdown, okay, I know my signal is bad in that area, y'all. And it might go out one more time where I'm headed. So anyway, what I was saying though, if you are affected by what's going on with the government shutdown and you're sitting on your commission, because a lot of government employees do have their commissions, let's go ahead and start making some money. Now, you ain't gonna make it overnight, but you can be ready for the next one. And some of you already know a little something, so if you took Notarize like a pro, then you just might be able to go ahead and start stamping papers by the weekend, okay? By next weekend, not this weekend. Don't just start stamping. But for real, take Notarize like a pro. People often ask me, if I just take one course from you, because we have 16, right? If I just take one, what do you recommend? Notarize like a pro. Because you got to know how to execute those documents, okay? You can use coupon code WIN, WIN 2025. WIN 2025 coupon code, okay? And then mentorship is always available. Robin saying, good morning. Yeah, yes, Lisa, for real, your website looks good. It really does. Your Google page. Yeah, it looks really good. I was like, okay, get it, Lisa. And again, a lot of our people are really working in social media. They really are. Do I get a lot of calls from my social media? I don't really advertise my personal business on social media. So I've gotten calls for apostilles from my YouTube channel because of my apostille videos. So that's why I'm everywhere. You know, I was just telling a story for those of you just joining. A friend of ours last week needed a notary. And when he called, I thanked him for using us. And he was like, how could I not? You're everywhere. I said, thank you for remembering us. and again, he's probably been watching forever. His wife, she actually hearts a lot of my stuff. So I appreciate it. I really do. Now, I'm bad at responding to all the hearts and stuff, but I do appreciate it, guys. Oh, Lord, here's a call right now. I'm going to have to take this, y'all. It's probably a business. What should I do? Let me come back. Well, Jefferson saying, can I call from your phone right quick? Well, yeah, let me see. That way they can hear a call. Hold on, Jeffrey. Hold on. Relax. Jeffrey always be doing the most. Hold on. I was going to try to call this number back, and then y'all can hear a real call. If I can get the number. Hold on. Is this tied up to your thing, Jeff? Hold on. Because I don't want to miss that call either. Hold on. Let me see. Can I get this person's phone number? Oh, I can. Hold on. And y'all can hear me talk to them. 50662. Hold on. 4202. Now somebody calling my husband. Hold on. Did you need to get your... Oh, that's my client. That's my client. That's my client. Hello? Hello? Oh, hold on. I think we messed it up. Did you need to take your call? Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me try my person again. Oh, it didn't go through. Hold on, I'm about to call them. Hold on. Because we can't be missing calls out here. 612. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see what happens. Oh, it's coming through Jeff's phone. Hi, this is Kimberly with None Better Notary. Did I miss a call from this number? Hi, how are you? I'm good. How about yourself? Okay, what type of document do you all have? Is it a loan modification? A loan modification. A loan modification. Okay. 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 How many documents need to be notarized? Just one document, and are any two documents? And do they need witnesses, ma'am? How many witnesses do we need? About one. Okay. 1 o'clock. Let me just ask my husband. I can provide your witness. Do you have a witness already? Okay. Yeah, we can meet. We're in Lilburn because we can meet kind of. Oh no, ma'am. They typically don't even recommend family being the witness. Yeah. So I can provide. Okay, I can provide the witness for you. So for everything, let me see where can we meet at first, and then I can give you a price. You're in Lilburn, like what cross streets? Because I'm kind of out and about. Killian Hill and 78 area. Okay, yeah. So I can meet you. You know where the Publix is over there? How far are you from the Publix? There's a Publix and there's a Wendy's. Oh, is there a Zaxby's there? Oh my goodness, it's been a while since I've been over there. I know it's a nursing home on the corner. Okay, right over there. So I can meet you there for the witness and everything. It would be 75. Yes, ma'am. No, you need two people. So you need the notary and the witness. Yeah, so we typically try, if you were to travel to us, it would be like 50. So if we were gonna do that though, it would have to be a little bit later because I'm actually kind of out. Um, Hold on 1 second. Let me just ask my husband since we might just spin through that way and do it for you for like 60. Hold on 1 second, okay? Hold on 1 second. You want to spin through here? Okay. All right. I'll see if she's gonna pay the 60 because I need a little more for the witness. Hold on, y'all. This is live. Yes, ma'am. It would be our pleasure. We can spin through that way and meet you that way. You don't even have to come this far, and we can do it for the $60. Yes, ma'am. It'll be our pleasure. So, can you text me the address at the first number that you dialed? I'm actually on my husband's phone. Yes, I'll meet you there. Okay. So you just want to meet there at 1? Okay. I, yes, ma'am. It does. So I'll see you at the Publix at 1. And actually, we can meet in the Wendy's parking lot. It'll make it a little easier for us to find each other. All right. My pleasure. Okay. Bye bye. Well, guys, I got a chance to see everything in the flesh. I don't typically change my price like that because I don't like to do that. How often have I ever did that? Oh my God, it's so rare because I don't want them to think, well, why didn't you just tell me 60 in the beginning? I was gonna tell her 60 in the beginning, but I really wanted 75. Okay, I was gonna tell her 60 in the beginning, but I really, really wanted 75. So it's all good. I feel good about the transaction. I'll meet her at 1. She's kind of throwing off my schedule because I wanted to go do the apostille lady, right? But she was so nice. She was so nice. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'll meet her there. She was like, can a 14-year-old be the witness? No. 14-year-old kid at that. It's probably her child. No, you cannot. That's why I told her typically, no. They don't even want a family member at all. So Jeffrey is doing something. So anyway, guys, what questions do you all have? So y'all saw it live. I'm working on a Saturday in these notary streets. This is real. You can't make it up. I had to use Jeffrey's phone. He's like, excuse me. I'm like, yeah, because I want y'all to see that live. What questions do we have? So as you can see, today I have an apostille I'm going to finish up. I just booked a loan modification for 1 o'clock. And that should be good. She's kind of, like I said, throwing off my schedule, but it's all good. And that's why I always have my bag. I'm always ready to go. Now, I usually have Jeffrey as a witness. Y'all know my sister just became a notary. So make sure you have people that you can offer as a witness, okay? You need to have a witness list. Let me see, can I let my selfie stick out so I can not hold my phone. Hold on. Let me see. All right. There we go. There we go. All right. Now we can talk like this. I gotta hold it. So anyway, yeah, so try to have a witness list when you are a notary. That's one of the things I teach you too initially. I'm gonna take this off till we get ready to drive. Because you never know when your clients may need a witness, okay? And it's just easier if you have a little list of, it could be fellow notaries. A lot of times people say, well, I don't know anybody. You know, I don't have anybody that can serve as a witness for me. If you don't, one, you can join Notary Educators Facebook group. It's completely free. If you are part of the mentorship, you can always ask people in the mentorship too if they could be a witness for you. There's somebody that you can tell them, hey, I could pay you $30. You know, well, typically it's 25, but I usually tip my witnesses, and I just kind of start asking too sometimes for extra 30, because people don't want to leave their house for $25. They will, and still depending on how far they have to drive, so I factor all of that in. What questions do you all have this morning? What questions do we have? Okay, any questions? If not, I'll tell you a little bit about the mentorship program really quick. So our mentorship program, there are now 2 entry points. There's a $27 entry point and a $47 entry point into the community. And you can always upgrade or downgrade, but you have to wait the whole month, or either you just, you know, pay for whichever one you want and up or downgrade, whichever. But both of them include the live sessions, and this week we're talking field inspections. So of course I have a course on field inspections, right? But one of our mentees, our family members, community members, oh God, I just drew a blank. Angela. Angela Brown. She is going to be leading that session for us because she does a lot of field inspections. I do them also, but I just wanted the community to hear from someone else that's doing them. Maybe some of her tips will help people. So now we're actually using some of the members to do a little bit of the teaching. So we're going to get some tips from Angela B and see how she does her field inspections. If you are not doing field inspections, you are sleeping. So I have a complete field inspection course. I do have one video on the channel, but a complete course, and it includes companies you can sign up with. Again, that's at notaryeducators.com. I'm just looking around because we're in the parking lot. notaryeducators.com. Coupon code is WIN2025. Always be aware of your surroundings. I don't know if you guys heard about this shooting that happened with this mother and a daughter or something. I just saw it on my YouTube feed. And I get hurt too or offended when I open the door for somebody and they don't say thank you. I'm like, really? And one day I was opening the door for Jeffrey with some boxes, I think, or UPS with some boxes. Something happened. And this man just walked through the door like I was holding it for him. I was like, do you think I was holding the door for you? Are you kidding? And I was like, you're welcome. And he was like, oh, I thought you was. I'm like, no, I was not. So after what happened with that shooting, though, I said, I think I'll back up off of that some. So this mother and daughter, according to what I saw, now I wasn't there, but what I saw on YouTube, this mother and daughter it happened in Texas. I opened the door for this young lady, and the young lady didn't say thank you, and I guess it escalated some kind of way. I could probably imagine how it went because I know how I feel. And even when, and the guy that was talking about this whole incident, he said a lot of times when men are opening the door for women, women don't say thank you. I could not imagine. To me, I love that when it happens. It's such, what is it, chivalry? I love when a man opens the door for me. I'm like, thank you. Oh, it just touches me. Kind acts like that means so much more. Everybody got their love language. So if somebody do something kind for me like that, I'm like, thank you so much. Now I ain't falling in love with the guy because he opened the door, but I'm just saying, it tells you a little bit about a person. Because I've seen guys, they like don't really open it. I'm like, really? Who taught you? But then if he's saying, the guy on YouTube is saying, well, women don't say thank you, men have feelings too. So they're getting upset, I guess. So anyway, that's my public service announcement. Just be cautious out here, even with your clients. It can go bad, really quick. Sometimes you ask for ID, or they get upset, or you're asking for certain documents. I don't argue with these people. If they say they don't have something or they don't want to sign a document, I'm like, fine, whatever, you don't have to. A common one that they don't want to sign is about their direct deposit. If they're getting money back, they do not want to sign that. They don't want you to know all their bank account information. And I understand that. So I don't get upset about it. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll just put a note in the file and let the signing company know Mr. Smith did not want to sign the bank information sheet or whatever. Or another one they may not want to sign is auto draft payments. Guys, you cannot make your you cannot make your client sign up for auto pay. They don't have to, okay? A lot of times we're out there, we just be going berserk. I'm like, chill. It's okay. As long as those notarized documents are completed, that's the most important thing. Now, if they send you out there with a package and there's some documents may not even have a signature line or whatever, you do need to make sure you get signatures, right? Because that's what they hired you for. But we're not getting out there fighting with nobody and these clients about their documents. Okay, I'm not losing my sleep. I'm not raising my blood pressure about your documents. Let's be clear. So sometimes they don't want to sign it, and it's okay. And like I said, the most common one is they don't want you to know where they're getting their money, where their money is going to, a direct deposit, if they're getting money back from a closing. And again, they can handle that with the lender. They can handle that with the realtor, whoever. I don't care, okay? But I'm not arguing with them about that. So a lot of times we go berserk. It's like, they got to sign this paper. They got to sign it. They ain't got to do nothing. Okay? Relax. Relax. So I don't take liberties at people's houses either. I try to warn people about that. We are not taking... What's going on? What is Ashley asking? Is this private? I have to check that later. I have to look at that later. Anyway. So that was my little tangent. Because I do get questions like that. Well, the client refused to sign this paper. That's okay. It's their documents. They can choose to sign what they want to sign. Now, I am going to put notes, though, because I don't want the hiring company or the lender or whoever gave me the job, I don't want them to think that I just didn't collect it, right? But sometimes with people's social, I told y'all the other day I did an I-9 for somebody. And she gave me the I-9. She gave me her social security number over the phone. I saw it already, but then when we had to redo it, she didn't want to send it again over the phone. She said, I don't know about this cloud thing. Well, you already gave me the number. I just can't find it, okay? It might be in my phone somewhere. I don't know. I really delete everything, I try to delete as much information. Like, some people don't want to collect pictures of the client's ID, right? It is not against the law, but people will make you think it is. It's not against the law, right? And I will collect it if they just don't have it. I'm all about trying to get that assignment completed. Now, if your business plan does not allow you to collect the client's ID, don't do it. Just because I do something, don't make it right. Okay? I'm never going to tell you to do something that's wrong either. But I'm just saying, just because I do it Let's see, can I sit like that? I didn't think it was going to sit there. But just because I do it doesn't mean you should do it, okay? But I don't typically tell you to do something I don't do. But again, I get to run my business how I want to. And if it doesn't bother me to collect the ID, then that's on me. That's on me and None Better Notary. You can't run None Better Notary. I run None Better Notary. You run your business, right? But I'm all about trying to make it happen for my client. Whatever I could do to make it easier for them. So some people are like the letter of the law kind of person. The law says, and by golly, we're going to do it this way. It is black and white. There's no gray. There's no pink. There's no purple. Can you imagine a world with no pink or purple? I'm being extra, but no, for real, there are people like that though. So I don't operate like that in no part of my life. If there's a little room for grace, if I can, try to make something happen for somebody, I'm going to try to make it happen. And again, that's just how I roll. So, I'm not going to tell you should take IDs, make pictures of it. If I do, again, I upload it to the file, delete it right away. Because the reason I do that too is a lot of times these clients are older. They've been working. They ain't trying to go find no Office Depot. Most people don't have a home office like we do. As notaries, if you about your business, I got a dual tray printer. I got 3 scanners. You know what I'm saying? I got all the works, right? The average person doesn't have all of that. Most people, they fall barely working. So now I'm like, well, I need a copy of the ID for the file. And they'll be like, well, I'll be right back. I've had that happen before. I'll be right back. Let me run up to Office Depot. No, you won't. Not while I'm sitting here trying to get this done. Look, no, you won't. Not while I'm trying to get this loan signing completed. Now, if you want me to take a picture of it, that's what I tell them. I said, I can take a picture of it and then delete it after I upload it. How does this lighting look? Oh, that's terrible. Yeah, so I've had people, hit like on the video from me, y'all. Hit like on the live. And subscribe if you're not subscribed so you can know when I go live. Because we've been doing these live in the street segments and people love them. And I do too because I'm already in my element. I ain't got to sit at home, see what I'm going to talk about. Nah, because I always got something to talk about. So I'm just hanging out while Jeffrey had to go in the store for a minute. So I'm just hanging out for a minute till I can go do my job. So what questions do y'all have? I know y'all have some questions. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about this notary business. It's not too late. It's not oversaturated. I gave some tips earlier. For real, that it's not oversaturated. Especially if you're going to be about your business. Now, if you ain't out here working and you don't want to hustle, it's going to be rough. Because you got to get out here in these streets. They don't cut checks just because you look pretty. People don't just send me money because they like my flower. Or they like my lipstick, right? I actually have to work. I actually have to get out here and work. So if I'm doing it and everybody else, that's the thing about advertising too. I had to ask myself one day, I said, you know what? McDonald's got to advertise. Burger King advertises. What made me think I don't have to advertise? What make you think you don't have to advertise your business? You gonna just open it up and think, oh, they'll be right here. They like me. No, they don't know you exist. So, yeah. So I know y'all must have some questions. We had a lot of people here. No questions at all? Nothing? Are you sure? If y'all don't, I'm gonna get ready to wrap up. Because I told you everything I have for you today. You can check out the books, journals, all things notary at notaryeducators.com. Hi. You look familiar, actually. I don't know. Maybe you look like a guy on TV. Yeah, no other comments, questions, concerns. Wow, this girl braids are past her butt. I mean, they are all the way. My goodness. I could just sit and people watch. So I won't take y'all on my apostille job to see what's going on because there's really nothing going on. She's going to sign the paper and I got to take it on Monday. I might take y'all down there on Monday with me. So I'm going to head out of here again because I've kind of covered everything. Y'all got 2 more seconds to see if you got any more questions or comments. Nothing? So check out the $27 mentorship plan. All right. Well, y'all saw a lot today. All right, guys. Well, on behalf of Notary Educators with Kimmi, I'm going to get out of here and just wait a minute for Jeffrey and get ready to go finish my day. Okay. Bye, guys. Have a good one. I see we had one more person join. I'll give you 2 seconds to see if you got a comment. And it's got to be quick. You got a comment? Question? Because I hate people say, I just missed it. I'm putting on my selfie stick. Isn't it cute? I even got a pink selfie stick, y'all. Yep. All things pink. Uh-oh. All right. No more questions? All right. That's it. Okay. Bye, y'all. Have a good day. Much success to you.